Well, hi everybody, this is DearMamaSal on a cloudy Saturday morning. Actually, I lie. I totally lie. It's actually a very cloudy Saturday afternoon. It's 10 degrees here in southern British Columbia, which would make it about 50 in American. And I'm on my way to get a much shorter haircut. Now, some of you might have noticed that on Thursday, I did a very short vlog, and it was on the way home, rather than my normal vlog, which is on the way to work. And the reason for that was because I'm on the road with all the speed bumps on it, which you notice I ignore, because me and my Jeep can go straight over them fairly well. Anyway, what happened on Thursday was that I got all the way to work and realized that I hadn't pressed the record button on my camera. Or if I had, I accidentally pressed it again. So you're actually short a vlog here. Now, I was trying to remember what was I talking about, and it was important, so I thought I'd better just catch up here. And what I wanted to talk about was the fact that about this time of the year, I like to encourage you to check on the See More below. And somewhere in there, there is a link to my balance survey, or rather ours. And I like to do that every year to find out who you are, what you've done in terms of, you know, what have you enjoyed, what would you like to see us do more of, what would you like to see us include. And quite honestly, it is comments that came from the balance survey that had me start doing cooking when I really would never have dreamt of doing a cooking video in my lifetime. So if you've enjoyed those, make sure you remind me about that. And also, to my absolute amazement, you know, somebody or some people asked me to do makeup videos, which at the time was so ridiculous in my view, because I'm not a makeup guru in any sense of the word. But what I realized, because people commented, what I realized was that isn't what people wanted. They didn't want a makeup guru. They wanted to see how somebody of my age put on their makeup. And I want to really thank you guys, because it is because of the balance survey that I've added these new parts to the channel. And so if you've enjoyed them, keep making sure that I know that that is something you still want to know about. I certainly would not have started playing with my halogen oven, or I wouldn't have even gone and bought one, because you remember I actually had always wanted one but could never justify it. But when I heard that you guys wanted me to do cooking videos, I thought, oh goody goody, I can go and get a halogen and play with it, which I did, for which I truly thank you all, because I've had such fun with that halogen. Now, the other thing that I want you to know about is that it's really important for me to know what it is that you would like to see me do, just in case there's something that, you know, you think, gosh, I'd really like to see that. It doesn't mean I will necessarily do it, but it's certainly, if enough people ask me for it, then I will sort of go, okay, fine, obviously it is something that people need and want to watch, so I will give it some time. And you also know that when I stop going to work every day, then obviously the content of the channel will change slightly, because I will have more time to cook. I will have more time to go play and go on walks and do fun things that I would like to do with you that I'm not able to because I currently work. The other thing I wanted to talk about was we had a really good broadcast on Friday lunchtime. Now, I'm not sure what time that is wherever you live, but it's Friday lunchtime here in British Columbia in Canada. And I want to say that to me, of the 3 broadcasts that I do every week, that one is always the one that really I come off it going, gosh, that was worth every moment of being on that broadcast. Because it is that particular broadcast that for some reason we end up talking about some really important stuff. And the stuff that we talked about this week, which I thought I would share with you, was why is it so difficult to say we're sorry? And I touched a bit on this on the vlog that I recorded yesterday, but I will actually put up today when I went to the dog park. But you know, the more I think about that subject, the more I think we all need to think about it. What is it that stops us from apologizing to people? And will we die if we actually admit that we were wrong on something? Because I think for some people the answer is yes. They must have some fear of doing that. Now, I'm quite human. I also don't like admitting that I've made a mistake. You know, I'm not rushing to do that. But I do try and make sure I do when I believe that I have. On the other hand, if you missed yesterday's vlog, I just want to make sure you understand that I think some of us say we're sorry too often. And that's about being a people pleaser, where you say, well, you know, in order to calm the waters, I better apologize. Now, I know I've got a lot of viewers who are strong believers, and I was also brought up by the nuns when I went to school. And one of the things that they taught me, and I bought into big time, was, you know, turn the other cheek. Except I totally misunderstood what they meant about that. And so I always thought I literally had to apologize for everything, and everything ended up being my fault, which it wasn't. And of course now, as I'm older and a little bit wiser, only a little bit, I realize that I spent my lifetime apologizing for things, most of which I didn't need to apologize for. One of the things I'm trying to teach people today is it's okay if we don't agree. It's okay if we don't agree. Doesn't mean I'm going to go away and not love you anymore. It's okay to disagree. That is what makes us human beings. And what makes a mature human being is I agree to disagree, but I can still talk to you. I agree to disagree with this particular aspect in life, but I still love you as a person. What's wrong with that? And the key word that we came up with in the time when we were talking about it on Friday was, what's wrong about it is you feel you've lost control. When you admit that maybe you were wrong, then at some level you lose control. And that's the big issue for most people. That's what we discovered when we were talking about it. It was a very powerful couple of hours because we covered all sorts of different aspects to this. And I think all of us walked away from it going, you know something, I need to give that a bit more thought. And that is what I like so much about doing those broadcasts on a Friday lunchtime, because I don't know why, we seem to attract this group of people on Vaughan that is prepared to sit and talk about stuff and not take it personally. You know, two very fast bikes, but what you saw me make a face about is that they are weaving in and out of traffic, and to me that looks pretty dangerous. I hope they make it, because I bet you it's fun. Alright everybody, so I'm on my way to go and have my hair cut. I'll speak to you again when I come back, and with much shorter hair obviously. And in the meantime, this is DearMamaSal saying thank you for watching. Chat to you soon. Just leaving the Walmart. I've obviously got a short haircut, but not too short, because I know that I don't like it too short. I went to the dollar store, which I don't do very often, but I did do today, and managed to drop a quiet $100 at a dollar store, which takes a bit of doing. But I did get a number of things that I have been waiting to get on my next trip. What I do is I'm slowly collecting things that color match in my kitchen, and I'm changing over to red and black. And so today I got a few more things towards that, and I'm trying to clean up my cupboards in the kitchen, which is a major job for me. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh my gosh, it got dark while I was shopping. Anyway, and then I managed to go into Walmart, and I was a very good girl. I only got what I was meant to get, so I was very proud of myself for that. So that's it. I'm on my way back home and had a good afternoon. Of course, it's much later than normal because my hair appointment was later than normal. That completely threw me out. I'm not used to coming home in the dark from my hair appointment. Anyway, I hope you all had a good day, and I'll catch up with you later. Bye bye for now.